Innovative volunteerism is a mindset change for all of us.
There is a word that is spoken about, self-discipline. Well, Plato said the first and best victory is to conquer self. What does that tell us? Learning to effectively lead yourself and others all comes down to self-discipline. Happiness, success, and fulfillment stems from focus and self-control. And self-control cannot be achieved without self-discipline. So self-discipline builds the inner strength, it builds character and stability. Self-discipline helps you control appetite, it helps you control impatience, anger, and instinctive reactions. Self-discipline actually helps enhance not only your chances of achieving success in whatever thing you do, but it helps you to understand that all good things in life need time to grow. It needs time to yield fruit, which means you need tolerance, patience, and persistence. And these are byproducts of self-discipline. If you cannot self-discipline yourself, you will then tend to find yourself in this position of wanting instant results and instant gratification. But there is not always that type of thing that happens. People who excel in their chosen field usually take time. They make mistakes and they learn from them. They prepare, they train themselves. Sometimes even years pass. If they lack self-discipline, which applies to ensuring that you can then be able to stay focused, then you will miss it. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment, said Jim Rohn. So what's the point of saying all these sort of things? If you don't self-discipline yourself, you will not be able to achieve, to accomplish at the higher tier. Self-discipline starts with you and ends with you, but the results reverberate beyond you. The self-discipline to do that which is right, to focus and do something that touches others' lives, rather than doing that which only gratifies yourself or doing that to please other people. Self-discipline to keep time, that when an event is starting at 9 o'clock, you are there before 9 o'clock, rather than talking about African time that never ever exists, has never existed, will never exist. It's just a kind of a concept in our mindset. There is nothing like African time. We have 24 hours a day in every part of the world. And so to get fixated and stigmatized with words like African time means we are not self-disciplined when it comes to that crucial element of time, which is what makes the difference. We are not self-disciplined when it comes to understanding and acquiring new knowledge. I have said many times, knowledge is acquired. Knowledge is not given. And you need effort to study, to read, to understand, to pursue and retool your skills. You need time to listen. You need self-discipline and humility to be guided. If you don't have self-discipline, you always think that you know everything. We call it in pidgin English oversabi. When you think you know everything, you must discipline yourself to be able to listen and learn. Because if we don't have self-discipline, then you tend to be impatient. Then you tend to think that things must happen tomorrow. Those attitudes are attitudes that you need to banish. And more importantly, this is how you as an individual can be able to reshape yourself to be self-disciplined. What you do cannot be about you. It must be about touching other people's life. And that's called selflessness. Selflessness is an important ingredient for self-discipline. The second aspect is that you must be able to develop passion to do something, and you should learn to know that failure is not a crime and it is not punishment. Failure is part of life. When you fail, learn from the mistakes and always fail forward. And that gives you more experience. Point number 3, you must know that to be self-disciplined, you must cultivate an attitude of appreciation. Appreciate those who guide you. Listen to those who mentor you or coach you, and follow their guidance. Ask questions to learn from those questions, and that will bring a difference. Steer off negativity and focus on positivity, and steer off doing something to please others rather than doing something to solve a problem. That way, you start to see a difference in your life, and ask the question, what will this thing help in advancing your own unborrowed vision to touch your mother's life in a village? Is it just to satisfy other people, to make you think that you are on a higher tier with them, or it is something that can actually advance you to be useful to the society, because the purpose of life is to be useful, and you cannot achieve usefulness without self-discipline. Become a self-disciplined individual, and that will do much good to you first and also to the society. It's possible, and learn to be patient, persistent, and passionate. That's doable, and that will work for you.
Let's embrace innovative volunteerism. Ah ouais, let's go.